are going to eliminate the grocery tax. We are going to suspend the latest increase in the gas tax for 1 year. Gas is too expensive. We're going to double everybody's standard deduction. And friends, we're going to work for our veterans on day one. Friends, let me tell you, USA, you're right.
USA.
Virginia, 1 out of 11 Virginians are veterans. 1 out of 11 have put their life on the line to protect our freedom. We all know freedom is not free, and our veterans defend it and protect us. Thank you. And Virginia has done a terrible job of saying thank you. So on day one, we're going to go to work. It'll take us 3 years to build up to $40,000 of our veterans' retirement benefits. We're going to exclude from taxes so we can say thank you. To stay in Virginia, not move away. You make our communities better. You make our lives better, and we appreciate you. When we add it all up, it's worth about $1,400, almost $1,500 in year one for a family of 4. My opponent, he's got hundreds of pages of policy. It's going to cost Virginians $16 billion, a $5,400 tax increase for every Virginia family. He thinks it's his money. I know it's your money. We're getting our cost of living down in Virginia, so you'll stay here. On day one, we're going to reestablish expectations of excellence in our schools. When my opponent was governor, when he was governor, 88 schools failed to get their accreditation. And rather than do the hard work and fix them, they just changed the standards so not one would fail. Today, Virginia ranks 50th in the nation, 50th in the standards to move forward in math and reading. 50th. Terry McAuliffe has left us with a legacy that we should call Leave Every Child Behind. It's coming to an end on day one. On day one, we're going to reestablish expectations of excellence in our schools. We are going to first decree that schools will never be closed again, open 5 days a week, in-person education. But then we're going to fund in the largest education budget in the history of Virginia. We're going to raise teacher salaries. We're going to fund into facilities. We're going to fund special education. Virginia's kids with disabilities have suffered mightily during this pandemic, and they deserve increased support. But also on day one, we are going to launch the most aggressive charter school program you have ever seen so that Virginia parents have choice. Choice in our public schools. Virginia has 8 charter schools in the entire Commonwealth. 8. Maryland has 140. North Carolina has 190. We have 8. The teachers' unions have been blocking them forever. So on day one, we're launching 20 charter schools, and that is a down payment to give parents choice in the public school system. But we know it all starts with curriculum. It all starts with curriculum. So let me be very, very clear, crystal clear. We will teach accelerated math in our schools. Yes! We will award advanced diplomas in our schools. We will teach all history, the good and the bad. Friends,
the good and the bad.
We know. I mean, America is the greatest country on the planet.
Yes, it is!
And we will teach all history because we have an amazing history, but we also have very dark, abhorrent chapters. We must teach them too so that we understand where we've come from so we can see where we will go.
Yes!
My friends, let me be clear. We will not teach our children to view everything through a lens of race.
That's right.
We won't. Friends, it's everything that we know is wrong. It divides us. It steals dreams. It pits kids against one another. It violates those immortal words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who implored us to be bigger than ourselves, better than ourselves, to judge one another based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. We have seen a political agenda fused into our schools, so let me be clear. On day one, I will ban critical race theory from being in our classrooms. On day one, we are going to stand up for law enforcement because they stand up for us.
All right, good!
Back the blue!
Back the blue, man!
Back the blue!
Back the blue!
We have a 20-year high in murder rate. 4 of our great cities are ranked in the top 65 deadliest cities in America. Richmond at number 11, rocketing back to number 1, Norfolk, Hampton, Newport News. Terry McAuliffe doesn't care. When he was governor, the murder rate went up 43%. The rape rate went up every year. He stood up meeting with the Police Benevolent Association, who represents nearly 7,000 law enforcement heroes who put a bulletproof vest on every day to go to work to protect us. Friends, this is why 50 sheriffs have endorsed us. 4 have switched parties and become Republicans. We've been endorsed by the Fraternal Order of Police, the Police Benevolent Association. Let me tell you right now, Jason Miyares is going to be the best top cop that Virginia's ever had. But we got to go to work on day one. So on day one, we're going to comprehensively fund law enforcement, increase